I'm controlling the progress of the case. That means over 4 hours with this witness.
Wait, Your Honor,
You have 90 minutes remaining.
Your Honor, I've got an ethical duty to actually effectively prosecute this case.
You're going to have to do it in 90 minutes.
Your Honor, the court's going to do what it's going to do, but at least allow me to be heard.
Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
They had the witness, the victim, on the stand for 3 days. They asked him question after question about his income, about more irrelevancies than I can add up. I'm going through video where the witness is impeaching himself left and right on the central issues in this case. And the court is saying, you got to hurry up. Your Honor, we have to be able to do our job. I'm not wasting time. I am asking questions that are getting important information. And when the court didn't limit them at all. This witness is as important as the victim in the case.
The reason Relli took so long is because he was so uncooperative and he would not answer a question. This witness is answering questions. Over 4 hours is enough. You have 90 minutes remaining. Just use your time wisely. That's it, 90 minutes. That's an hour and a half more. I'm sure you can get it done in that time.
It was at this moment he knew he won.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. ASAP Relli is one of the only people who came in as a victim and left hated. And now, it's all the way over, bro. No reputation, no money, no guilty verdict because of this right here.
So what you're looking at here is basically Terell Ephron, that's Relli right there, and then you're looking at Rakeem Myers, or Rakim, I don't really know how to say it, and Joe Tacopina. Who knew? So Joe Tacopina is actually being sued by ASAP Relli. That's wild. So Relli is suing not only the person who whooped him in court, but the person who whooped him in the streets allegedly. I don't know. So basically, this is a substitution for attorney. And then basically it says that he fired his legal team from Shepard Mullen, Richard, and Hampton LLP, Camille, Vasquez, and Benjamin Chu. So he checked the box that says parties represent itself, meaning he will act as his own lawyer pro se. And this right here was filed on August 11, 2025 in the LA Superior Court. And y'all can see, obviously, it's two separate cases, right? So Terell Ephron versus Joe Tacopina and Terell Ephron against Rakeem Myers. So it's funny because, man, they told him to let them go. I think what they said was, hey, you know, just let us go and we won't charge you anything. And I'll tell you why in the next clip, so don't worry about it. But it just is what it is. And like, really, bro, you're kind of screwing yourself out of there, because when you hire a lawyer, what you're really hiring is expertise. You're hiring people who can interpret stuff for you, whatever moves can go for you and all of this stuff, because this is what they do. They do this on a daily. They can argue the cheese off of a goddamn slice of pizza. But the funnier part is I think Relli is out of his damn mind. Now, he's going to have the ability to present evidence and all this stuff. So who knows if he may make another case or something like that. Or maybe he thinks that he could plead to the jurors or whatever. Like, maybe he doesn't like the way that they were going to present for him, I guess. I'm trying to be pro Relli here. It's just very, very difficult. So he could say it that way and then basically just put on a show. He could just put on a show, because let's say he does win. He ain't got to split it with nobody. I mean, it's one of those things where maybe those lawyers came through and said, well, if you win, we're going to represent you. And then so be it. So, you know, it is what it is. But I don't know, bro. The only thing I can see personally is basically him just kind of doing the David versus Goliath thing, like the small guy versus the corporate machine and all of this crap. And he'll be able to basically say a bunch of stuff that lawyers typically wouldn't say because it'll be struck. But it's like unringing a bell. Meaning if you heard it, you heard it. You really can't disregard it. So that's the only way I see strategy-wise that this can work for him. But honestly, man, when it's civil, it's a lot of stuff that you had to be good at. And I'm sorry, he don't know anything. You're going against Joe Tacopina, bruh. Slick talking, strategizing, letting his nuts hang right now as damn Takapina. And if you think that you was emotional before, man, they about to sit up here and literally get your ass kicked. Relli runs the risk of honestly being in court and watching this stuff get kicked out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like at the end of the day, what ends up happening is all these pro se lawyers and stuff like that, they always get themselves on that stand and they always get the mess kicked out of them every single time. And then it's going to be even funnier because, hell, I don't know if Rocky has a counter shoot, but shoot, it would make sense to me. But we'll see, man. I don't see in any world, in any way, shape, form, or fashion how ASAP Relli, or just Relli, ends up beating this as far as getting some money, especially out of Takapina. I don't even know what the hell he's going to say he has evidence against Takapina for. Maybe he tries to introduce some clips that he might have went on podcast or certain things he might have said and all of these things and whatever the hell. Maybe that's why. Like the only thing I can think of is what Takapina might have said afterwards, and he can think that it's tainting the case or tarnishing the case. But other than that, I don't get it. The ASAP Rocky one, we all get it. You said he shot at you and all this stuff and everything like that. You try to get some money, but once they introduced the whole entire thing of you saying, man, I wouldn't even go and sue if he would have just gave me some money. I wouldn't even press charges if he wouldn't have gave me some money. It's just going to be hard to understand that once that gets introduced because he doesn't know how to get that statement suppressed. He doesn't. But hey, let's get back into it.
There's a trial going on right now in Savannah, Georgia with our guy, Doug Weinstein, right? And you know what he's representing? He's representing another lawyer. Another freaking lawyer. Now, the only place that I know of where you should have it yourself, if you can do it, is when you're doing mechanical work or work with inside the house or something for yourself like being a chef. But when it comes down to legal stuff, when it comes down to health, they used to have a phrase, I don't know if it still exists today that y'all know it, but they say doctors make bad patients and lawyers make bad lawyers. You don't know what you don't know because you're coming from a place of where you don't understand. Pro se Relli, I guess. This is it. This is over, bro. He's about to represent himself against one of the fiercest women in the whole entire state of California that nobody wants to see. Now, I know some of y'all looking like, well, yeah, F Relli. I ain't gonna hold you. I think this man's ego is going to be the downfall of him in other categories. Don't be surprised if you see ASAP Relli trying to sell you a verse, trying to sell promo, trying to sell t-shirts, trying to sell anything, or basically gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna appeal and take this to a higher court, and then don't even know how to do that. One thing that happened is he got dropped like a bad habit. The deal was this. If you are unfamiliar, let me catch you on up without the mustard. The deal was this. When your criminal case, we'll take your civil case. You lose this one, we can't do that one. And dun, dun, dun. That's exactly what happened. So now we got to sit here and look at this man look all type of dumb, but what can you do? What can you do? The one thing that we can say is the state did not prepare that man the right way. At all. At all. You have a duty to your client in doing things the right way, but knowing exactly what's going to happen the other way. See, y'all watch a lot of these TV shows. Me, I'm a Matlock kind of guy, you feel me? Perry Mason Nash, shout out to Charleston White for giving me the name. I appreciate that. That's high praise, by the way. That's like watching me on a basketball court and saying, dang, Seti Nash, you really look like Michael Jordan out there. Thank you. Nah. So, when you see people go on there and lose it, That means they weren't prepared right. Because there's no way in hell that the state should have let him up there knowing that this was going to happen. It's on you to question these individuals, to question these people to the point where you don't believe their story. Then explain the importance of what it will look like and what loopholes you have that you're going to have to figure out. It's not that they say those things, but it's definitely the things that you propose. It's like some of you fathers who go in there and y'all getting ready to tell your kid to ask for something that you know your wife is going to be like, man, come on, bruh. And then you go in there and you say, daughter, now, Dad wants to spend our vacation money on this damn new car. And they sitting up there and they like, nah. Hell to the no. We not doing no parts of that. That's what your wife gonna say. You sitting your daughter up there and you basically give her the phone, and then next thing you know, she's looking and she go, this right here, and then you tell her everything to say. And then you don't prepare her. You think when she go in there and say, Mommy, I want to get this car. Don't you think me and Daddy would look nice in there? Oh, really? Who told you to come in here? Where did you get the idea? You're going down the drain, bro. So nah, man, I don't see it in any type of way where ASAP Relli wins this. And let's be fair. It seems as though they were able to prove jealousy. Not only unlikability, but a whole lot of jealousy. Do I think that ASAP Rocky actually shot a gun? No. Do I think he actually had one and pulled it out like he was going to do something? Hell yeah. But do I think that Relli was tough talking like he was about to stand on business and all that and do something to this man? 100%. I think he was on that New York type of time. And you all know how New Yorkers do. A side itch. And I know y'all feel me. He's scratching his ass on goddamn on the phone. No. Well, on YouTube. But yeah, man, it's like, bro, you definitely played a part in this. And anybody who doesn't believe he played a part in that, then let me ask you a question. Why did he have to tell ASAP Relli where the hell he was? Okay. Why is it that he had to sit up there and do the back and forth and all that BS? Why? Then you stay in New York, New Jersey, technically, I believe. You don't stay in LA no more. The hell you doing here? So no, I think what that was I'm about to embarrass this man. I'm gonna beat on him and I'm gonna do all of these things. And next thing you know, y'all had homies who y'all actually was cool with, and your homies actually tried to break it up, thinking that y'all could converse like men. But instead, you decided you wanted to be Mr. Tough Guy, and ASAP Rocky decided, I've been in LA long enough, I might as well act like the rest of these thugs and bring guns too. That's what I believe happened, and I believe the plan went horribly wrong. Now, is it possible he shot at him? Hell yeah. But did he hit anything? No. Now, is that illegal? Hell yeah. And if ASAP Rocky just beat that in front of everybody because Rihanna came in there with the kids, Bella, Ella, yeah, all right, then it is what it is. You beat the system. But ASAP Relli, you beat yourself. This wasn't on him. It was on you. And when people can own up to that part right there, everybody wins. Subscribe, turn on the bell, stay notified. Hit that comment button if you can. Hey, we at 250K. We are 50 away. I think we're only, last I checked, we're like 400 subscribers away from 251. So almost 49K away from that damn Xbox and PlayStation, man. I will catch y'all in the next one.